once again over here on youtube.com. All right. It is a Tuesday. We have not actually looked at the new books released on Tuesday. On Tuesday, 3 weeks? In 3 weeks? Certainly not in March. We didn't do it last week, and last week was the first time in March we had an opportunity to do that. So, exciting stuff. We've got about a dozen new books out. I think it's a dozen. I counted yesterday. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. 15 new books out. Very interesting. The weather yesterday said that it was going to get into the high 60s, and it broke 70. Today, the weather said it was going to get again into the high 60s, but less than yesterday. And my thermometer on my phone tells me that it's currently 78 degrees outside. Pretty crazy, but it does also mean with the daylight savings time, it's very possible that at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, I will be much busier than I have been. So I don't want to save and do this later, even though I'm about a third of the way through all the new single issues, and I could definitely talk about some things. We have some books, some Kong books, Return to Skull Island, and things like that I'm not sure if someone ordered or not, so I'm not putting them out. So I would also talk about that more if I did it later. But once I've checked all the emails and things. But we do have 15 new books to look at. So let's look at those first, and then we can talk more. We've got Locust, the Maggie and Hopi stories. This is a gorgeous collection. If anyone says to you, well, I liked Love and Rockets from what I saw, but there's a lot of weird stuff with porn stars and stuff like that. So you just want the Maggie and Hopi stuff. Here it is, Locust. This specifically focuses on Maggie, Hopi, and everyone who they know. Much more community-based. No crazy luchador superhero stuff in this one. Much. Well, not really. Welcome back, Frank. The great Steve Dillon. The wonderful Garth Ennis really returned the Punisher to his roots as an insane person. It really is the point of Welcome Back, Frank. Punisher had been made so sympathetic and popular in the early 90s, and in the late 90s they decided to get Ennis really go to town and show the actual broken psyche of the Punisher. This wonderful volume is $15 for, I believe, 15 issues of comics. So this is really beautiful price. Again, I'm almost positive that this is the series in which we learn Frank Castle has a damaged brain that makes him relive the horrific trauma of his family dying over and over, which as far as I know is still canon and was used in that Netflix show. We've got the Tea Ceremony Master's rich and steamy service, spoiled by his skillful hands. I'm sorry, every once in a while, we buy shrink wrap manga, but every once in a while I have to get it fully for the name. The Tea Ceremony Master's rich and steamy service, spoiled by his skillful hands. How could I resist? Right? Initial D, Omnibus Volume 9, A Howl of the Heart, which is a fun romance adventure series. Number 1, Chainsaw Man, Volume 20. Choose Your Own Adventure. We don't get a lot of Choose Your Own Adventure novels. They do make Choose Your Own Adventure graphic novels that we get, but this novel we got because of who wrote it. So that is a new Choose Your Own Adventure novel by Griffin McElroy. Magnificent Bastard, the beautiful Hara series that he did while he wrapped up Fist of the North Star. Volume 2 of the nice hardcover editions is now in stock. This is a store. We're looking at a store. These are new releases out today. Supergirl, Bizarro Girl. This is clearly going to be a big thing that they use in the new Supergirl movie. Sterling Gates and Jamal Engel did a wonderful run on Supergirl a few years ago. Well, it was 15 years ago now, maybe closer to 20. A lot of Kara's personality in the Supergirl TV show sort of came from this. This is a more grounded Supergirl who's lived on Earth for a while, and it's really fun. It's been out of print for a while. Nice little collection. We've got Fantastic Four. This is the beginning of Humberto Ramos. Oh, we're on Long Island, Huntington, Long Island. Humberto Ramos's, hey, Mark, take on Ryan North's Fantastic Four. And if you notice, they call this Volume 1 because they don't want to call it Volume 7 of the Ryan North Fantastic Four. You can start right here. It starts with Doctor Doom banishing them to different points in time. And it's a 2-issue storyline of how they get back home. Really a lot of fun. We've got Ninja Turtles Volume 2. This is the end of the Jason Aaron run. This is the Turtles all got back together in issue 6. And, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Obani. You can always look into stores that do international shipping. It's very expensive for us. Really great culmination. We've got the Godzilla Library Collection 6. I believe this is a few miniseries. Yeah, this is Godzilla in Hell. This is Oblivion and Cataclysm. So that's 3 major Godzilla miniseries in one big volume. We've got The Ends. This is a Bad Idea graphic novel by the great Maria and David Lapham. Huge fans of theirs. You all know that. The great Bill Crabtree, who colored them for Bad Idea before and recently did Good as Dead, colored this. Really, really wonderful. Love me the Laphams. Definitely, if you love crime comics, pick it up. Table Titans Club. I really enjoyed this. Scott Kurtz, of course, famous for Player vs. Player, took his love of Dungeons and Dragons and put it into this really fun little book about a bunch of kids playing D&D together. This is the 2nd volume in that series. And then our friends at Beehive Books have Nathaniel Hawthorne's A Wonder Book for Girls and Boys, illustrated by the great Dos Pastaros. Absolutely stunning art about Hawthorne and the power of stories, the power of narrative, because Hawthorne creates a very interesting narrative in Wonder Books for boys and girls, but we're not going to get into that. All right, so that is this week's 15 new books that we have in the store. Now it's time to talk about some more interesting things. The simple fact of the matter is we are a mess. Like the shop is doing better than we have in a couple years. Things are, again, like a couple years is, we're not back where we were in 2023, but we're getting closer. 2023 was a rough year. We did this live stream. Then you can go, actually you can't go, Facebook deleted it, but if you went on Facebook, you could see all our old live streams. 2023 was a tough year, but we had a lot of people coming in, and a lot of people were very interested in just going, oh, I just want something to read. Oh, this looks fun. Oh, this looks nice. Oh, you have dollar books, and getting that stuff. And that is really a big part of what's come back. A lot of people are putting effort into just like finding something to read. They come into the store. They're not just going, oh, what's this? They're going, oh, what is this? Oh, maybe I want to read it. My big hope is that spring and summer are filled with that, but that is going to affect the live stream immensely. I have already fallen off doing the live stream very well for a while. Oh, yeah. YouTube growing is really hard. I've fallen off doing the lives as much as I used to. We're probably down to doing 2 lives a week. I'd like to be back to 3 at least. But I also need to sell these books. So every time I'm jumping on to do a live or something like that, I'm taking time from putting people's orders together, promoting sales, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, so I'm going to keep on Thursday. Every Thursday, we're going to post new stuff. We've got 3 or 4 videos backlog. Joey's got another 3 or 4 videos still to edit. So we're going to be throwing those up every Thursday. Please like and subscribe to see them. I don't even mind if people subscribe. It definitely would be nice if people subscribe. We're trying to get subscribers. What I really want is people to watch the content. The Tuesday and Wednesday lives when we show off the new stuff. The Thursday videos. We just did the 2nd episode of Comics We Can't Read. I think I'm going to put up the 3rd episode of Comics We Can't Read because I really like that series on Thursday. We've got some interviews coming down the line in April, end of March. Exciting stuff. Definitely worthwhile. But while all that exciting stuff is happening, I'm running a store here. This is a pretty big shop. I get that all the time from people who have small comic shops in their hometown. They're like, wait, this shop is actually really big. You've got a lot of stuff. I mean, we're that's just the front room we're leaving behind. We've got all of this as well. And of course, the dollar comics, that's part of our news. Uh, so all their books are a big draw. People come in, people spend. We had someone in here today spend about an hour back there. And that will end up taking up more of our time. That will affect things. If you really want to see the content of what's going on at the shop on a daily basis, follow us on Instagram. Look at our stories. I'm posting stories all the time while stuff happens. But if you want to see stuff from us here, you must like and subscribe. Oh yeah, sorry about the connection. That's just the back doesn't have very good Wi-Fi, so I moved back up here. And there's a lot of little changes. Like I really do have, I know that we showed this off a while ago, but I changed up the kids section up front. And it's really driven home what is selling to kids, what our community is buying. And I would love to clear it out a little bit. The same is true all around the shop. There are spaces that I could really clear and rearrange and put better stuff up. Because of that, I really don't know how much time we'll have to do this live stream. So yeah, like I was saying, definitely like and subscribe so that we can keep you informed. Follow us on Instagram. Definitely check back on Fridays for the Thursday content. Like I said, we should be good through at least March with totally new content every Thursday. I think we're pretty much set through April if Joey can keep up his pace. And then I've got to start making some new content in the end of March for Joey to edit. So we'll see. But yeah, the store is huge. There's tons of stuff for every kind of reader. We are still very much behind our idea that comics are for everyone, and you can find a comic for every kind of taste. As you can tell, there is a lot more room than there used to be for more face-out stuff. I just have to buckle down and arrange it all. And that's just what I was supposed to be doing over winter, but we were busier than I anticipated. And I'm burnt out a little from our country being an absolute trash heap. There's that. Yeah. So, like I said, keep an eye on us on social media. We post to Blue Sky as well, Instagram. Like and subscribe so you can definitely get the Thursday goodies and whenever I am live. And until next time, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.